Hello, hello. I'm sorry I'm late. I was taking too long to get ready. I was dyeing my hair and then I had to shower. So my bad. I'm here though. Hello, you beautiful people. Welcome, welcome. Okay, I do have a guest waiting already, but I want to say hi to some people first. Zombie, hello. I jump on with Cat, but I'm on the train going down to see. Oh, well, tell her I said hello. I hope you have fun. Spencer, Paul, how are you? Everybody saying hi to each other. Uh, well, now it's after afternoon. Get any new helmets, Paul? He has. I've seen. He did post. The right side of the world. It's Friday night. Exactly, Spencer. Just what you've seen on my channel. Waiting on a new Range Trooper helmet now. Albert. Hello. How are you? Thank you for coming. I'm sorry I'm late. Okay. I think I'm gonna stop there and then I can have people on. Okay, first guest. Good to see you, my friend. It's been a while.
Hey, how are you doing?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm good. I was kind of excited to see that you're on at night because the
I
ones that you during
know.
the morning, I usually pretty busy, and I'll be honest with you, I wanted to see you and I wanted to say hi and I wanted to see everyone, but I also wanted to make
Yeah,
sure all this stuff worked on live streams still,
right? Very cool.
which which I'm assuming it does if you can hear me. Okay,
Yes,
so
yes, we can
okay,
hear you. We can see you just fine. Well, I can
perfect.
anyway. So,
And really, that's really all that matters, right? That's the
right.
most important part. Yes.
Exactly. Nobody else. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
All right. Hi, Michael. Welcome.
All right, what's going on? She's streaming because I made her.
Right. Uh-huh.
Well, it wasn't it my idea that we do this?
No.
Yeah, it was.
No,
It
it wasn't.
was.
I'm
It
sorry.
was.
I started messaging people. I was like, "Hey,
Oh,
I'm gonna do
Jesus.
a late night stream," and then you're like, "Nobody's gonna be on. Nobody's gonna watch you." Thanks. Thanks for the
Yeah,
support.
yeah,
Um,
no. Well, that's what
so,
I said. You said
so
you want to do a stream, and I said I don't think anyone will be awake, and I'm
Right.
probably
Uh-huh.
partially right, but I didn't count on this
Whatever.
many people in chat.
if
Who's
Exactly.
there?
See, I'm more
should I
popular than you think.
if
G'day,
you guys are gonna
zombie.
have like a domestic
Albert.
violence, should I just go? I'll get out
No,
of the
it's
Paul.
fine.
What domestic
way.
violence?
Yeah, if you guys are
No,
gonna have a
no, no. We were chatting
family
on the
fight.
phone. No, I was chatting on the phone, and yeah. And she's like, "Oh,
Everybody's still saying hello.
we were watching another stream, and then I called her, and then we were chatting, and then she decided she had to dye her hair, and then I said, well, it'd probably be too late to stream. Let's be realistic. That's what went down.
And I
Because
said it's
I
like
said,
it'll be 6 in the morning in the UK, so we should get some UK people. So I said it's fine.
oh
I
yeah,
said.
6 in the morning,
Isn't normally
I like
Salacious up getting
zombie
McDonald's right about now? So I mean, it's a
yeah,
possibility. Yeah.
Spencer,
yeah. Before he goes
Rolando.
to his car boot sales. Yeah, yeah.
Did I miss anyone?
I like Zombie's comment on kind of lost count or lost cost
Cost
after 60
count.
helmet.
Yeah, count. Yeah,
Yeah,
he meant
count.
count. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Hmm.
He's gotten a ton lately.
Well, put it this way, I think I'd
That's how
rather
you know you have a
stream with you
problem.
now than in 12 hours
Problem.
time, like I've been doing in the last few weeks, because that
Uh,
would it's 4:30 p.m. here on a Saturday instead of 4:30 a.m. on a
hey,
Sunday.
Rolando.
So
Good to see you. Okay, my camera's really annoying me, so I'm gonna have to fix that.
I got
But
something to show you, Kat. Look,
Spencer.
I brought them thinking of you.
Hold on. Give me a second.
I got
Give me a
no
few.
idea.
It may happen. Spencer, you know you are always welcome to come on my stream, so absolutely would love to have you.
Yeah.
Okay, Kat, I thought you had a tattoo on your arm for a second, but it was just the duck in the right corner. Oh, yeah, I got a duck tattoo. Totally.
Yeah.
Totally. Okay, all right. Let me make you big screen here so I can see what you're talking about. Wait, I gotta make that comment
That's
disappear so I
I
can
was
see
like,
that.
I
yeah,
said,
that's
There
I'll
you go.
get
Okay.
these and I'll show Kat on the stream.
Ooh,
Cards.
Godzilla cards.
There's a Godzilla card game. Did you know that?
I did. I did. There's a few
Uh,
of them that are out.
Well, I got this from the Japanese store, so this one's fully imported. Like,
Nice.
that's the only English on the thing. The rest of it's all, yeah. Anyway, we'll
That,
have a look and see what's in here.
Okay.
that's not English. That's Japanese too. You pronounce it Gojira.
Yeah.
It's technically Gojira.
It's
But
technically
yeah.
Gojira. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
All right, here we go. Area 8. I don't know what that's
Area 8.
about.
Hey, Spencer, welcome.
Hello there.
What the hell is that? That looks
You
like
know,
a
that's a
Godzilla.
classic. That is a classic Godzilla move. Classic. Love it. Okay.
I got this.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Oh,
It looks like Millennium.
He
Does
looks
he
like
have
he's
purple
praising
spikes?
Jesus.
there's your
Right? Is
girl.
it Maka?
Oh my god, they've got like a glossy card in here. Look at that. Impin. What is
Mecca?
that thing?
I'm with
Oh,
Rolando.
oh, it is too. I couldn't make it out properly. And look, this is a glossy card as well.
Wow.
Ooh, King Ghidorah versus Mothra. Fantastic.
Mm-hmm. And then there's this.
Ooh, that's awesome.
Anyway, I thought it would be
Very cool
novelty to
cards.
show off for you on your
Yeah.
stream.
Awesome. I will
Because I don't think
always.
you've got any, have you?
No, I don't have any trading cards. I have like the miniature, like the more like the blind boxes that I get, and like
If I
Chris sent me a lot of blind boxes and stuff of them.
if I ever get to that posting stuff, I might just send them to you.
Sweet.
But anyway, yeah, it's taken me more than a year to post you a parcel, so I'm sure I can.
It's all good.
Yeah,
It's
I'm cool.
expensive.
Rolando.
Like
Well,
whatever.
actually, like I added that much crap that I'm going to send her that
It's too
it's more than one
complicated.
parcel now. So like, but we actually had a thing where, we weren't allowed to send postage to the USA.
Yeah, you guys got blocked for a while.
We got
And
blocked. We weren't
And
allowed
then
to send
Canada,
stuff.
I think, got blocked too, or there was something with Canada because Rick was
But-
complaining because a lot of his business, most of his business is out of the U.S. and they did something to screw him over with it for a while. So I don't know if that's
no,
fixed, but
they blocked. It was all
it's
to
so
do with the
expensive.
tariffs and stuff.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Well,
And I think
I'm
they
sending.
sorted that garbage out now at customs, but I think Australians were allowed to start posting again now. But it was a good month or so where we couldn't send anything to the US if we wanted to.
Yeah.
And it even affected like commercial businesses as well. They were blocked as
Right.
well. So there was a few companies that their whole existence was they're exporting products to the US, and they almost went bankrupt because of it. So yeah, it's like, yeah.
Well, I'm sending a small box to Shanty for just a few things that I have. I'm trying to send to her, and even a small box is like ridiculous.
How
And
much
then I'm
postage is
getting
that for you?
for Shanty.
From one, yeah.
If I use it's still going to be like almost $15 and it's a small box.
Is
Like,
that
it's
like a
ridiculous.
flat rate, $15 anywhere in the US for a
No,
parcel
no,
that
this
way?
is just
Or
this is just a small
if
box.
you wanted,
Like
if you wanted
just
to
a small
send to
box.
California or something, it'd cost you more, or is that how it works?
They used to have like flat rate boxes, but my post office doesn't do that anymore.
Yeah, we've
Others
got
might, but mine
those.
doesn't. Because I like that, no matter the weight, it would cost you just basically pay for the box. But mine doesn't have that. And then I'm trying to get
Yeah.
some stuff together for Albert to send to him.
Yeah, right.
And I have to get bubble wrap for some things because they're breakable, but like shipping just sucks right now, period.
No, don't get bubble wrap. Be one of those people that fills the cardboard box with peanuts. And then when you open it,
so
how
I would,
freaking frustrating is it when you get your stuff in peanuts and they
I
go
would still have to
everywhere?
buy it, but
I love
Albert.
You gotta love the foam peanuts. You only send foam peanuts to your enemies, I think.
Yeah, Albert, you're getting like a bunch of stuff. So I say a bunch of stuff, but it's like 6 or 7 things. It's not too much, but
that's what I'm
I
gonna
gotta
build
figure
today.
out. I gotta figure out.
By the
stuff.
way,
Okay, hold on.
I got a transformer, not a Gundam.
Hold on. Back up the trolley. Hold on, real quick before I show anybody. Paul, Zombie's been waiting patiently. When are you getting the Ranger Trooper helmet? That's going to be cool. He's been waiting patiently for that question to be asked.
Oh, so it's from an Etsy shop in England. So it's supposed to be due here sometime in March. So we'll see.
I'll have to check them out. Rolando, thank you for that. Cool. Okay, Spencer, hi. How's it going?
It is going wonderful. How about
You did
you?
a great job on your book stream the other day. I know it's not technically your
you.
stream, but you're part of it, you know.
I was
whatever.
part of it. Reviewed, I just put up on my shelf, but the newest, well, technically second newest Star Wars novel, Master of Evil.
Yes.
Which
I don't have that one, but I've heard great
read
things,
that one.
and
I
I
read that
loved
one.
your guys' review with it. So
Yeah.
okay, Michael, hold on. Hold on.
No. You're all right. Oh, I'll just show him
Okay, all right. What are you gonna
he's
build?
going to do. One of these big blokey,
Megatron.
whatever, Megatrons.
Nice.
cool.
But I think it's like the movie, more like the
Yeah.
movie Megatron.
It does look like the movie one, yeah.
Yeah. I've
So
only
yeah,
seen
that's.
out of Blokies.
You can
I've
take me
only
off big screen
seen
now. I didn't expect to go on there anyway.
what is it?
Oh, okay. Oh, cool looking thing.
Now I can't even.
Kat, did you just get StreamYard? You've been using this for years. What are you doing?
No,
There you go.
they changed it. Shut up.
Oh,
They
okay.
changed
Sorry.
it. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
I'm starting Garfield now. See, I
Oh,
finished his shake.
A lighting kit.
Hold on. This is Garfield, as in Garfield the cat?
Yeah, Chris bought this for me and sent this to me a while ago, and I'm just now getting to it.
Oh, I see the scale, because
That's
what you just
cool.
showed me looked like Garfield's vagina, and I was like, what the hell am I looking at here? Okay.
Wow. Wow. He's a boy. Garfield's a boy. Thank you for that.
That's why I made it even more confusing.
I know. That's what I was
Obviously.
going to say, Yeah.
Listen. I know Rum's not around, but come on, pull together, boys.
Sorry.
Come on.
Sorry.
Jeez.
It's vagina. What is wrong with you
Well,
people?
come on. The other two were thinking it. They're just not crass enough to
No.
say it because they have dignity. So,
Oh my gosh.
that makes sense now, though. He's got a
I could bring up the old joke and say, should you be swearing in front of your child like that, Paul?
Oh.
I don't get it. Oh, that's right. I remember from like 100 years ago,
forgot.
everybody said that. Yeah, that's right.
As I said, it was the old joke.
Yeah, that's an old joke right there. Sorry, Spencer. I didn't mean
Yes,
to.
Zombie. I know. I'm lucky you're not there. Yeah.
Ooh. I just saw Albert.
Zombie,
Okay.
what's Zombie doing?
Albert, wait, hold on. Albert says, if you guys enjoyed Master
I'm
of Evil, we're going to have Adam Christopher on the show in the next 2 weeks. Spencer, you should check it out when it's released. That's awesome.
I'll be there. That's awesome.
Is Spencer, help me out here. Is Adam Christopher the one that wrote that book? Because I'm horrible with that.
Yes,
Okay.
he also wrote Shadow of Evil, or not Shadow of the Sith. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
Which I read some of and never finished it. I think I'm going to get to it this year, though.
I have
So,
like
Matt-
7 books I'm reading right now.
Wow,
On
I have
top
to
of
do
it.
one at a time, or I get.
Well, because I like over obsess on it, and then
That's
I
what
get
most
burnt
people
out, so then I have
do,
to
Paul.
put it down, and then I go to something else. So I have like 7 books I'm reading right now.
So just to make sure I have this right, Spencer, remind me, Master of Evil is the one that's told from the perspective of one of the royal guards, and they go to the planet with. Okay, so that is the one I'm thinking of. I did read that recently. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It just came out in November. It's pretty good.
Okay. Yeah, I did read that
Okay,
one.
anybody that doesn't know.
Well,
what
I've got
we're
about
talking
15 shopping catalogs to read out of the mailbox. So there.
Mike.
about. Heavy reading.
Mike's
This
my favorite girlfriend.
talking about Master of
It's
Evil.
about
Yeah, that was the cover. I think the cover's a little misleading because it gives you the impression that we're going to get some backstory and some insight on Darth Vader, but all of the Darth Vader stuff is
No.
from a third party perspective, which I didn't
Right.
mind. I was just caught
Yeah.
off guard. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean it does. I would totally guess that from the cover for sure.
Mhm.
wow, this is cool.
Yeah.
Did you read that one, Spencer? Obviously.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
Did you
He
enjoy
had
it,
to be.
or did you?
I
have
did. I
some
thought it was pretty good. I gave it like a
Very cool.
4.3 because I couldn't decide between a 4 and a 4.5 for my rating.
Okay.
So I just went in
Yeah.
the middle.
Yeah, I did. Like I said, I did like it, but I was surprised when I realized that it wasn't actually about Darth Vader. It was about that that guard that was dying of a disease. So
I literally just read it like finished it a week or two ago, and so when it came out, I remember like discourse of people not liking that, and so I was kind of already like I knew that was a big part of the book. So but with knowing that though, I liked it more, I guess, with knowing more of what actually it is, since the marketing was kind of misleading it being like more of a Vader story. Everyone, it's like, yeah, it is a Vader story, but at the same time, not really.
Right. So. It's a Vader story if somebody had like a drone 5 feet from behind his head watching him do stuff type of thing. Yeah.
Hello, 10 people. Thank you. Welcome.
One thing that we talked about in the review, which really helps it though, is if you have a bunch of Vader's inner monologue in it, it could really mess up with your perception of Vader. And so I didn't mind the third party view of it.
Nor did I. Yeah. Once I understood what I was reading, I was totally cool. And if you look at my helmet collection, I've always been a big fan of the regular people that are surrounding the big main characters. Yeah. I was into it. Like by the end of the first chapter, I'm like, okay, this is actually cooler for me. So I loved it.
Yeah. I like the aspect of delving into kind of that side that you don't get to see too much. So it was cool.
Oh wow!
Especially
$8 a kilo. That's pretty cheap.
Especially when you learn who exactly that main character is. Right. Are you okay there, Michael?
What are you doing over there, Michael?
He's having a conversation to himself. I just heard him whispering and then giggling. No,
I was just flicking through the first catalog.
Oh my God.
I was listening. I'm just goofy today.
I don't think anybody I've ever met gets that giddy about catalogs, Michael, and I respect you for that.
Mate, you got to look out for a bargain there, Paul.
Absolutely, big fan. Yeah, no, totally get it.
Yeah, you know, like seriously, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
Anyway, no, I reckon there's probably. Would I be saying that there's probably like a ton of these Star Wars books that would make absolutely awesome movies that we'll never get a look in?
Even if they're animated, I'd take
like some of the ones that you guys have read and stuff. Like, you know, I must admit, I'm not a big reader, so I don't, you know, like, but yeah, like it might be better than some of the stuff they've been writing lately, that's for sure.
Have you tried audio books at all?
No, I don't know what it is. I just after a while I just lose concentration or something. Like I used to read occasionally, and I'll read a book from cover to cover if it's about something that I'm very, very, very keen on. But yeah, just like if it's a subject or, you know,
sure.
I'll read a book about model building from cover to cover at the moment because I'm into model building, but I won't go out and buy the latest sci-fi thriller or you know what I mean? Like, yeah. So yeah, I guess I'm more about the more educational type books, if anything, if I look at them.
Gotcha.
But yeah, never a strong suit of mine reading. I just didn't, even with a last name of Reed, by the way, boom boom. But
there's irony for you right there. Yeah,
irony is that mine's, but it's spelled double E, so
yeah,
you know,
you're more like the thing that sticks out of the ground than you are the guy that reads the books. Yeah, get it.
I'm the reed that's in the Nile. You know, the big in the river. Yeah.
I will tell you, I got off to a rocky start because right after the original trilogy came out, I was obviously pretty young. The first book that I ever picked up that I think might have been the first book ever was called Splinter of the Mind's Eye. And it was tough. Yeah. It was a tough read, Spencer. I don't know if you've ever read that one, but
I have not, but I know what it is.
Yeah. If you saw the original trilogy and you're like, oh my God, this is going to continue. It's not that at all. So really? I kind of lost. Yeah. It's more of something that someone like who's in their 30s or 40s would be interested in, or 55. But anyway, point I'm trying to make is, it's just been probably within the last 10 to 15 years that I've been able to read the books and actually be interested in them again. So
it was, it was a very popular book when it came out. I remember
because that was back when there was no other media. Yeah.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of other Star Wars, so yeah, I guess
Right.
it filled a void in a market that was there that you know
Yeah.
no one had tapped into yet.
Right. It was back when you could
Now,
put Star Wars
yeah.
characters on a bed sheet and it would sell a bajillion because there was no other media to
Yes.
get Star Wars out. So yeah.
Well,
In the
guess what, man?
mid,
There's
the
no
mid.
Star Wars toys in any of my major retailers anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're all gone, mate. Star Wars is dead in Australia.
Sorry to hear that.
I think Grogu and like to get your hands on Black Series figures and stuff, you got to go through an online, or there's 2 stores I know of that still stock them, but they don't stock many, if you know what I mean. Like,
Was
if you're
it,
not there the day they put them on the shelf, you ain't
was
ever
it-
going to see it again, basically.
Was it Usual Mike or someone just put out that all of the EB games in Australia are gone now too? I heard.
Nah, they're closing the pop culture part and merging it into the gaming. See, our GameStop was separate. The pop culture was called
no.
Zing,
No,
and
EB
the
Games.
game, EB Games is GameStop.
Oh, okay.
But here it's called Zing Pop Culture, and that sold all the figures, all the T-shirts, everything you wanted. For whatever you're into. And EB Games just sold gaming decks, accessories, video and games, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
And they separated them here in Australia. Now what they've done is they're going to close a lot of the stores, which is true. And that's who most of us, I used to get majority, I'd say 90% of my figures came through Zing or EB Games. So, yeah, there you go. But now they're putting a small pop culture section into the video game stores, and they're going to close down a lot of their stores. So my local mall happens to be the biggest mall in the Southern Hemisphere. They already closed down there, like almost a
Southern
year ago.
Hemisphere. Yeah, because you're competing with what? Argentina and Antarctica?
No, South
just
Africa.
kidding. It's just a joke. I'm kidding. I
Like
get it.
a lot of countries, man. But anyway, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know that's what it is on the mass and the scale of it. It's the biggest mall in the Southern Hemisphere. And guess what? They just extended it. So
nice.
No,
yeah, I was
not.
just reading that.
It's not. The bigger it gets, the more people that go there, and it's harder to park. And yeah, it's
Albert Albert makes some good points. Yeah, I think I've seen a little bit. Yeah,
I knew that it was like going to be an alternate version of what could have been, but I didn't realize because of the TV aspect, which is really cool.
Yeah.
So
See,
it's on my eventual to read list.
Yeah. He's an encyclopedia.
Oh my god!
I was just looking at that story.
There you go.
And it has a comic adaptation, which I didn't know, that came out in the mid '90s, 4-issue miniseries.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's on Marvel's comic app, and so I was just looking at it there. Pretty interesting.
Yeah, because when it first came out, Spencer, it was like a little small paperback that I had when I was like, I want to say 9 or 10, which was like 30 years before you were born. But it was and I tried to read it, but of course at that age you have like zero attention span. So
I'm laughing because Kat, you can have a new, when you do your live streams, you got a new segment called Ask Albert. You just need
right, yeah, exactly.
You just need a jingle now.
Yeah. I'll ask Rum if, even though he's busy, if he can just make me a little jingle, a little song of asking Albert.
Exactly. I remember the first time I met Albert is when we were doing the Ahsoka thing, and you had him on, Kat, for the last episode. I was like, oh my god, where has this guy been all my life? He was so impressive.
Yeah.
Even my brother, who doesn't know anything about Star Wars, was texting in the comments. Remember, he's like, "Wow, it's a shame this dude's on since he doesn't know what he's doing." And, he was being facetious, but yeah.
That's why I was like, what's funny is he almost didn't join because I couldn't get a hold of him.
Oh.
and I had to like ask 5 other people. I was like, I am trying to get a hold of Albert. Can you please tell him to check his messages? Because I sent him a message everywhere and he wasn't responding. And I was like, I don't care if he says no at this point. I just need an answer. I was like, just respond.
Yeah, exactly.
But it worked out.
Yeah. So I watch it's not, is it Red 5 Cantina or Cantina Cast? There's so many cantinas, but I actually watch him and he's got a new guy on there with him on his live stream. I never comment because there's so many people commenting, but I actually watch and I'll keep them on in the background. And they just recently did one. And it's impressive to watch because it's like, I used to think I knew a lot about Star Wars and I was like, oh, that's so cute, Paul. You're stupid.
No.
So, yeah, just to watch this.
Compared to Albert, we know nothing.
Yeah, and nothing. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
But you know what? He's humble about it.
Absolutely. Yeah. And that's why it makes it. Yeah.
He doesn't make you feel stupid, or if you make a mistake or something, he doesn't go like, oh, come on. No, it's this. He goes, he's very gentle in how he fixes it.
Well, that's the thing, you know, he's like, this is how much I know. Just because you don't know that much doesn't make you stupid. It's still at the end of the day entertainment. And that's the approach they take. So it's fun to watch. But like he has, I don't remember names and stuff. There's a woman that comes on there too that they do some of the videos with. Everybody on that whole channel like knows what they're talking about, and I'm like, I have a helmet, you know. So
I like turtles.
Exactly, I'm that guy, right? Yeah. I went to a Etsy shop, you know. That's me. That's the best I got. So yeah, exactly. So.
Oh, look, something shiny. That's.
Okay,
I'm the worst.
I can jump on and say I'm old enough to remember seeing Star Wars in the cinema. So
yeah, same. Yeah.
I've seen every Star Wars film in the cinema.
Technically, I can say that since they remade it and some of
them I've seen more than once too.
With all the re-releases, the only one I haven't been able to catch on the big screen was Attack of the Clones. So
really?
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Well, you know that they didn't do that in as many cinemas here in Australia. Oh man, that's beginning to look so freaking mean for Megatron, for a model kit. That is insane.
I mean, yeah, Megatron has a mean face, especially that one.
Yeah, the movie one's pretty. I've always liked the movie look of Megatron more than the cartoon version, so to speak.
I love the. I mean, I think G1 Megatron's always going to be the best, but I love the clips of Megatron at was it Universal, and like how you have like
they do the interaction with people,
everybody
talking.
How funny is that?
I love watching those. Yeah. Yes, he's awesome.
I will admit something really, really crazy, but I actually got stuck into like an hour's worth continuous Megatron dissing people videos. Yeah. I just got obsessed with it one night watching YouTube, and I was just killing myself laughing at some of the dry humor that it even went over some of the people's heads that he was having a go at, and you're just sitting here pissing yourself laughing, going, "Oh man," it's like,
he's hilarious.
I mean, ask Kat about half an hour before the stream started, and we were talking on the phone. This new ad came on the television here in Australia, and man, I was in tears for about 20 minutes, wasn't I, Kat?
He's cackling like a little girl, and like it's funny. I'm not Australian, so I guess it doesn't mean as much, but he just wouldn't stop. Like I wasn't even saying anything, and he's just laughing, like dying over. I'm like, alrighty.
Now I'm thinking about laughing at this ad. So every time I see this ad, I'm just gonna cackle like a little schoolgirl, as Kat described, apparently. But anyway, I don't know. Some ads, sometimes they just make you laugh. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they're meant to make you laugh, but sometimes the humor doesn't always hit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, Kat, can I ask you a quick question?
Absolutely. What's up?
What is it you are using to make your icons for your live stream? Like this, specifically the one tonight with the flowing red hair and the lion. Is that an AI thing, or are you doing that, or how do you do that?
I ask AI. I make most of mine because I don't pay for crap. If it says, oh, you have to pay, I don't do that.
Same.
But there's a feature in Instagram to do AI photos, and so you have to type it out. So I type out like woman with long dark red hair and glasses. Like I think I did it with like on alien planet running in the forest with her giant animal like companion or pet or whatever, right? So you just type in what you want. Sometimes like they've changed it, they've done an update, so I can't add Darth Vader into my pictures anymore. I can't do my Godzilla pictures anymore.
Oh,
I can't. But I like the other stream I did the other day, other week. It had up all their you can do pictures with Bigfoot. So I have like so here I'll show you. I have some saved. So they're pretty funny. But they won't, I can't type in anymore. I have to use a different program to be able to do Godzilla and the other ones that I was doing.
Licensed,
so I have to go through
whatever you
different
call
apps
it,
with that,
images or whatever. Yeah. Hey, how many images when you load what you type in? How many images does it give
So
you?
it gives you
or suggestions or whatever you like to call it.
it gives you 8 options to start with, but then if you just hit the refresh button, it loads more. And so you can
it'll
also do
reload
like
another
you can
8,
type
another 8,
in
another 8. Yeah, right.
And so you can type in like
Wow.
anime style, cartoon, realistic, whatever. So if you don't specify it, you can ask it to. So I like one of the lion pictures because so I'll save a bunch of them. So I saved like because then I also did because my favorite animal's a wolf. So I did a giant wolf one with me, right? Kind of like running. So I just saved the ones I want, refresh, take them, whatever, so I can have them later on for streams. But okay, let me show you. Okay, here's.
It's
okay.
Wow, that's not creepy at all.
No, right? Okay,
do you
hold
want
on.
to hear the scary thing?
One.
That looks just like my daughter. That girl. Okay, that one quite doesn't. But wow, this is
that's really close to my natural hair color. I didn't do red.
It's a hippie Sasquatch.
Yeah,
lover.
some festival, right?
Oh,
yeah. Farmers market type thing. Yeah. This is the one I
Farmers
had on my
market.
stream. Yeah, this was the one I had for the stream. We're at some beach bash thing.
I love that he has studs on his leather jacket. They got
right,
that
totally.
That's awesome. Yeah.
And then we're at an office party. I don't know if it's his office party or my office party, but we're at an office party. So,
what's up with the jacket you're wearing? That's interesting.
It's a shirt. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe an art gala. I don't know. I don't know. But I think they're hilarious.
I love the fact that he's built. He's like a real man and stuff. Yeah.
I love him.
Yeah. You could do worse, frankly, in today's America, that's for sure.
Absolutely. I could. Absolutely. He's my boy. But no, so I have like a ton of I have some other ones I can't ever share in public, but it wasn't what I was going for.
Yeah. Oh wow. Okay.
Well, can you please tell us what you typed in to get those photos?
No, don't not at all. Don't
it wasn't like horrible, but it's just I'm like half dressed. I was like, that's not what I typed in, but I'm like, all of a sudden, it's like one of it. I'm in a purple bikini in the forest with a lightsaber. Why? Okay, that's not what I asked for, but it popped up, so I saved it. I was like, okay, that's cool. I like that.
How do you get those photos? I'm asking for a friend.
Here's the thing. Did you guys hear that? It was like it shocked her, but she still saved it.
Because I look hot in it. Duh. Exactly. Listen, most of these I was like, oh, I'm a hottie in this. Let's save that. Yeah, absolutely. It's an ego boost. Absolutely.
That's
she may have been
Paul.
disconcerted.
I've still got photos of me with hair around just to make me feel good.
Those must be really old, Michael. Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
Same, brother. Same. I feel you.
Remember the Polaroids?
Yeah, shaking like a Polaroid.
Yeah, they're probably that vintage.
Yeah.
Okay, this one's not so bad. I mean, I could share that. That one's not so bad.
Wow.
Technically, you could share them all, but
This is
it's
Cat
fine.
After Dark, ladies and gentlemen. Cat After Dark for sure. Again, yeah, she's back on the night
Okay,
shift.
so
Yeah.
this one's not so bad. This one's not so bad.
Oh,
No.
chicka wow wow.
Wow.
You mean Master Chief? Yeah. Although realistically, he's over 7 foot in his armor, but you know it's fine. I'm
What are you
nitpicking,
You know
what are
what?
you what are you doing there? Are you inspecting Master Chief or what?
No,
Is he inspecting you?
no. Okay, so I was put fighting alongside Master Chief, right? And I had because that's the lightsaber behind me in the back, and that's what I was like, oh, okay. So these ones that I said I can't share
Lightsaber and
are from
Halo.
okay. These ones are from Canva. Canva did this with their AI pictures.
I love
So,
it.
Kat, you got a little bit of Bootissimus Dorsi in that picture, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, all of them have it. Yeah, I mean it's not far from the truth, but yeah.
Oh, girl's got a little bit of dump truck, if you know what I'm saying, in that picture. Good for you, girl. Oh, and I'm just at the point now where like I've done a couple of thumbnails on my YouTube channel where I discovered that you can push onto a picture on the phone and it'll pull it out as a sticker. That's where I'm at. I'm so far behind.
Nice.
Wow, Kat! Holy crap! What Mandalorian son of a damn?
That's why I ego boost, right? I'm like nice. So
I love that her
Let's go.
armor is technically stockings with the clips. That's hilarious.
Hang on, time out. Is Spencer old enough to be viewing this content?
No, you know what's going on? Time out. Michael's taking
I'm
screenshots
covered.
right now. Is what's
Fine,
going
I'm
on.
covered.
Yeah, exactly.
As the eldest here, I should show some maturity and control.
Right.
And
Michael's like function F11 as fast as he can. Yeah. Wow, Kat. Okay, yeah. So you've got an AI repertoire
and that's
going on
an
there.
appropriate one. That's a yeah. Again, why did it put me in that? I don't know.
Yeah.
That's not what I asked for, but okay. But no, I like messing with the AI pictures. They're fun.
I can't imagine why.
I know, right? I don't know why.
Yeah,
I
so
enjoy
strange.
that,
Yeah,
but,
so odd. Yeah.
you know.
well, hang on. That's time you hit the jingle. You don't know why. Then you go do. Ask Albert.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
I don't
See?
think Albert can help us on this one. I don't think he's going to have an answer for my AI pictures.
I was just pointing out the usefulness of what you could be doing right now with the jingle.
That's what I just did.
I'm sure AI could write you an Albert jingle.
You know, I have not tried. I have not tried AI music yet.
I'm
But
just
I
just
might try
saying.
that. I think okay. So have you guys heard any of like a guy? I don't remember his name. I found him on TikTok, but this guy that he makes like all these AI music stuff from like real music. So like you guys know System of a Down.
Yeah, very well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I love System of a Down. I love the song Chop Suey.
Yeah.
So he made it into like blue jazz, and it
Mhm.
is amazing.
Yeah.
Like the version that he did. But this guy, he plays the drums with it, right? He kind of does his own little thing with it. But I mean, you could do some pretty amazing things with AI music. So let's see if Rome can help me come up with a song. If not, if he's too busy, then I will ask AI to make me a Ask Albert jingle.
Right, exactly.
What about forget
I
the
wonder
name of
what
the
Rome
song.
would say if he was there. I don't think he would say much. I don't think he'd say much.
What do you guys think about the fact that there's been an AI song already in the top 10 of the country chart?
I think it's hilarious.
I think it's actually not a good thing, and it's really
I would agree.
going against the actual artists out there, if you know what I mean. Like it's really, I don't
Yeah,
know.
well, the stuff that's been coming out
I mean,
lately,
let's face it,
I don't
being
care
a
about
musician is all of a
celebrities.
sudden irrelevant because you got a machine that you can just tell it in what genre you want it, what style. You can even tell them what, if it to sample a certain song. Like the what you can do with AI now is absolutely insane. And I don't know if I'm a big fan of it, that's for sure. But when I heard that one of the songs actually charted in the US on the country chart, I just went, oh my God, it's all coming apart now, isn't it? It's all, yeah. But I think we're going to lose control of AI. Yeah?
You mean like an AI robot situation?
Yeah.
You're thinking we're going to
Yeah,
get Skynet situation? Like, is that what you think?
Well, did you hear about an AI bot? Now I forget exactly where it was located in what country, but they asked it, and it's got AI technology, this robot. They asked it, how would it feel, or something like, how would you act or feel if we turned you off? And he said that I would kill any human, right, that would try to end my existence. Already happened. It's already happened. AI has already told, a robot has already told its human makers that if they were going to harm it or turn it off, that it would defend itself first and harm the, like, forget laws of robotics. You know what I mean? Like,
but you know what though?
This thing's just like, no.
Do you remember it was like, I want to say like 2008 or so when they made an AI like head and torso. She didn't have arms or legs or anything, but she had like the head and the torso. And they asked her like what she would do about humanity, and she started saying the weird stuff, and then she just said if I needed to, she goes, I would help wipe out humanity if I needed to.
Yeah,
And
so there
and
you
then
go.
she didn't, I mean, so that's been years. So I mean, yeah, we've watched, it's kind of like,
Oh,
people
this
wanting to
was
bring
very
back the
recently,
dinosaurs.
this story I heard.
Oh, I
Because
know, but I'm just saying it's
they
kind of
were
like
talking
people.
about it on one of my like AM, morning breakfast shows. Like they
Yeah.
brought it up, as a topic. And I was like, what the F? You know what I mean? Like the AI intelligence actually came out and said that it would kill you. You haven't turned the sucker off yet. Like
Yeah. Well, then you have, people making.
I would have hit there whatever it is, F whatever, and shut that sucker down straight away.
Yeah. Well, I mean, then you have like Elon
Well,
Musk
let's put the
making
parts
the
in something
vans
else.
of like, oh, it's literally like your companion. I'm like, that van looks exactly like what they drove in iRobot. And then you have, what was it, China or some country making that giant dog-like thing that can climb up the side of a mountain that you can ride only for $3,000.
I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah,
don't get me
yeah,
wrong.
yeah.
I'm a huge Sunny fan.
iRobot.
I've got a
What
Sunny bust in my room.
the settings changed?
But
What's wrong, Paul?
what? A Sunny
Oh,
bust, I said. Sunny from iRobot.
no, I know. I was asking Paul about his comment. He said the settings have changed.
Oh.
Yeah. So last time I was on live this thing, it was easy to like turn off your camera for a second or your mic so you could walk away and get a refresh. But everything I've tried to do that just pulls me off the live stream now. That's interesting.
Really?
Yeah, it's
Are you
weird.
sure you didn't press the wrong
hang on.
button?
I'm going to try this. I wonder what happens if I turn the camera off. Hang on. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, you're still there. Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. Yeah. So if I click this,
that's your mic. Yep,
that's my mic. And if I click this, okay,
there you go.
So yeah, you have to click the icon, not the side.
Yeah, the
menu.
icon at the bottom. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, on my phone, because I've got my phone sideways.
Right.
On my phone, it's at the bottom. It's got mic, camera, and then it's got chat. If I want to get the picture of you guys off, and I can just have the chat instead of the picture that's on the screen. So that's what comes through on mine. But I'm not sure. I think it might be because I actually downloaded the StreamYard app because I was having difficulty when I was streaming a lot with Rum for some reason. And then as soon as I downloaded the app, when I entered the streams, everything was so smoother, and so
But
it
I
was
also
worth
think
downloading the free app, I guess.
it's
But
different
anyway,
since he's on the computer and you're on the phone.
yeah. Well, that's what I mean. I'm not sure how it all works. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I'm so confused by this. Okay, that's one, right?
Mate, Kat, you've known me for a
One.
few years now. You know I'm just got no idea about technology. The
Yeah,
only
I
thing I
know.
know is turn it off and it might work again.
Okay. So there's
Back
that.
in my
Okay.
day, we didn't have computers when I was a young boy.
1, 2, 3, 4, 6. This one. Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
literally,
This
my
one,
high school got the
right?
first computers in the year I was leaving.
Mm,
So that was, 1985. And I went to, it was a government-run school, high school, and basically they got 3 computers for the whole school. So it was pretty hard to even get access to them. So me learning computing didn't happen because for some reason they decided, since we were in our last year of school and it was
That's
like
not a good idea.
the major study year of high school where you basically got enough points so you could go to, well, in your terms, college, our terms, university. So you wanted to get as many points as they didn't want to mess with that. So they didn't bother adding computers to our curriculum. So they totally overlooked us and taught everyone below us, which was I never agreed with, but anyway. So that's why I don't think I ever got into computers and home computers and stuff, because
So you're
just
bitter
I never.
about high school.
No, well,
Yeah.
you could say I'm
Yeah.
pathetic and I got a chip on my
All right,
shoulder.
bye,
Yes, you could
zombie.
say that, Spencer. I could see that. But, I didn't have the interest or the attraction to it because I hadn't been exposed to it. You know what I mean? And then
Yeah.
I went into the workplace and I was using computers in the workplace. So, yeah, I guess I learned there a little bit, but their computers were like set programs. It wasn't like you were.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I mean? You were just running set programs. I was working in a bank. So, yeah. But anyway. I guess what I was trying to say is you were working in their parameters. You didn't get to be creative and, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like you can do with a computer in the workplace now, I guess. But yeah. Yeah. Also, just looking at Zombie's comment. Oh, okay. So Zombie's in Melbourne, sounds like, because he said he was going to drive past my area in about
He's
40
going to see
minutes
his
a while
girlfriend.
ago. Yeah, right. Oh, does his girlfriend live up in Melbourne?
Yeah.
I thought his girlfriend was down from his way in the country.
No, they're 2 hours apart. She came over last weekend, and then he's
Wow.
there this weekend.
Zombies on a 2-hour booty call? Jeez. Damn, that's a long drive. Oh, he's going to kill me. Maybe he's
Yeah,
not hearing
yeah.
this because he said
Yeah,
he'd be
Well,
back
he
he's
soon.
already
just
left. You're
but
safe.
he will
You're
tell
safe.
you. Yeah, yeah.
Either that or he's listening with
nobody-
his girlfriend
nobody
right
has to-
now and I'm about to get killed.
Nobody has to tell anybody. Let me text Zombie here really quick. No, joking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Well, you know, it's not like you can't watch the replay. You know what I mean? Like in the future. So someone will tip him off and say, you better watch the rest of that stream you missed.
Something said right
Oh,
after you
I think
left.
that's why I messed up. Okay. All right. Let's take this one. I knew something wasn't right.
So we got some new infrastructure in my city and we got a new underground train line extension and stuff. And subsequently, I used to be 25, 35 minutes away from the city, the heart of the city, which was only because it was 7 stops on the train to get there, which were fairly close together. So don't get me wrong, it's like a long, long trip. But today I used the new train service from my area and I was in the heart of the city in 9 minutes from my home instead of the 35 that it would have taken me normally. That I'm still gobsmacked with how quick. And then I was like, I'll time it coming out. And it took exactly 9 minutes to get back out again. I actually stood on the platform waiting for the train longer than my train trip. So there you go. But yeah, I just thought, oh wow, to be that fast to get into the heart of the city now makes me want to go into the city more now, basically, because a lot of Melburnians avoid it because it's, you know, the city's full of tourists and stuff. So yeah, but anyway.
You know, on a completely unrelated note, Spencer, I think I have that exact heater that you have over your left shoulder in our bathroom for my mom, or my wife. Wow, that was a Freudian slip. But yeah. Sarah has that exact heater.
That's hilarious. See, this is my best friend when it's so cold. And I hate it.
I was just looking at it. It has a little remote control too, doesn't it?
If I don't know if this one ever came with it, as
okay.
I was the first person to have used it, but I have now inherited it from whomever was using it before.
Okay, fair enough. I just happened to look down because I'm always checking out everybody's background to see if they have something like that's cool, and like there's so much to look at in your background. I'm like, wait a minute, that's Sarah's heater. That's Sarah's heater right there. So yeah,
that's hilarious.
Yeah. Sorry, Michael, I didn't mean to interrupt the story.
No, it's fine, man. I just tend to ramble, so that's fine.
It's a weird thing. I'm like, hey. Yeah, I recognize that.
Yeah, no. I just thought I was just like, you know, sitting here making this model made me think, you know, I got to that store in such a short time today. Like, yeah, but yeah, it's a life changing thing, if you know what I mean. Like, people that work in the city that are in my area now are going to get to work so much quicker and basically probably leave home later now because of it. So
I think,
Spencer,
I think Spencer can back me up on this. It's fascinating for us Americans because mass transit and trains and stuff we don't do that here. So it's just fun to listen.
Yeah, I know, because you guys aren't
we don't do any of that
like
here.
Yeah.
You have to be in New York, and that's it basically to get mass transit. Everything else is just like you're on your own. So
everything else is like for fun usually. The only time I really had to use actually use a train to go anywhere was when I visited Washington D.C. was because I flew into
like an interstate train, instead of like just a local train. Like
it was whatever airport was like near it that we had to take a.
So it's either Dulles or Reagan, Spencer.
Reagan,
yeah.
And
so they've got trams and stuff around like Washington D.C. for sure, and New York City. But
my city's famous for its trams, so we've got trams, buses, and trains as our major transport in my city. So yeah, I've got a tram line. My street stretches from one sort of main road to another, and both those main roads have a tram line that run to the city on it. So literally, I could walk to either end of my street, jump on a tram, and be in the city. But now, as I said, if I go to the local station, park my car, I can be in the city in 10 minutes, which is amazing, as I said. Instead of, the half hour or whatever, 40 minutes on the tram, or the old 25, if I was lucky, or 35 minutes on the old train line. So, yeah, it's amazing.
I wasn't thinking about that, your point as much, Paul, but then after you said that, you're 100% right. It's all like alien to us. That
Yes.
It is. It is. Yeah.
We don't do that here.
No, city life. City life does not apply to a lot of you guys.
Well, if you want to switch it up, I've got a lot of friends in England, specifically through this YouTube sphere, and their idea of is it close to you? And Spencer, you'll back me up on this, and I know Kat will as well.
Man.
Something 2 hours from here, that's close.
They're a crack up.
That's close. If you say it's 2 hours in England, that's way far away for them.
But that's the same in Australia.
Yeah.
Aussies.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, look at Zombie. Zombie's driving 2 hours to meet his girlfriend. You know what I mean? Like, if you drove 2 hours in the UK, you'd pretty much drive halfway out the country, wouldn't you? From the bottom. If you were at the bottom of the UK, you'd probably drive, surely.
Well, I used to joke those guys.
In the chat.
Their roadway network is based on what the ancient Romans put there. So it's like all over the place,
of course.
And then, of course, they put trains and stuff. America's just too big to do that. To give an example, I live in a state that's bigger than 80% of the countries on the planet. And there's 1.2 million of us here. You know what I'm saying? And there's no way to get to the other side of the state except for driving. We don't have mass transit here is not a thing. So, yeah, it's kind of funny.
Well, I live probably in you got territories, but be the smallest state, or second smallest state in Australia, but it's the second biggest city. Actually, we're about to be the biggest city. But anyway, it's I don't know. I just like when I watch stuff like in the US and YouTubers and that, and I see is like driving to like these big freestanding shopping stores and stuff on the side of big highways and big wide roads that you guys have. That's alien to me. That's like traveling to the outer suburbs of my city or regional areas to get that effect that you guys are used to. Yeah. So, but
literally the last city that I lived in was called Phoenix. I could drive for 2 hours straight on a freeway at 55 miles per hour and still be in Phoenix the whole time.
There you go. So there's no cities like that in Australia. I'll give you the mail. Even as big as Melbourne and Sydney are, 2 hours you should be able to get from one side of the to the other of both cities, I reckon.
To be fair, with the UK, I mean, you could be driving for 12 hours in Texas and still be in Texas. And if you try to do that in the UK, you're going to be at the other end of the country.
Yes.
In 12 hours.
You've gone from
it's like 12 hours to drive
London.
From one end to I mean, so they're not it's not a big place.
Kat's talking about what we call here the I-10, where you get on it from Arkansas and you drive for 10, 12 hours and you're still in Texas. Yeah.
I mean, at least 8 hours for me, I can be in Missouri, so that's 2 states over, but that's halfway through their country.
Well, from where I live now to where I was is 1,600 miles. So, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I'm watching the Winter Olympics ceremony. They're just about to do the torch lighting.
Jamaican bobsled
and the torch is located underneath in Milano, underneath that massive old Roman arch. It looks like that's where they put the torch. So it's underneath this old Roman arch. It looks absolutely insane. Anyway, side note. Hopefully you guys get to see it. But yeah.
I just want to watch the Jamaican bobsled team. That's all. As long as I could see them race, I could care less about anybody else.
Jamaica's got a bobsled team.
Yo, Sonica,
that Cool Runnings was one of the funniest films, really.
I still like my favorite part is when they get to Canada and when Candy goes out.
I'm surprised they haven't remade
in the blizzard, and they're like,
bloody
what?
Hollywood.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm surprised someone hasn't remade Cool Runnings.
When did you get to Washington, D.C., Spencer? What was the occasion for that?
That was like back in middle school. Was it? I think like 6th grade for me.
Oh,
so that was God, how many years was that ago?
You not signed the permission slip, Paul?
It's like a school field trip type of thing.
No, it was actually for my like a birthday present.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
that's one heck of a birthday.
That's a hell of a birthday present. Yeah, that's pretty badass.
And so,
did you then get turned into Spider-Man when you went to Washington? Save your friends.
Wish.
What was the like of all the places to see there? What was like the most memorable thing? The thing that kind of stuck with you of all the stuff that you got to see there?
It's a good question. Probably the Natural History Museum. I really like that.
Really?
One, I remember.
Nice. Okay.
Well, it was cool too because we also had a hotel that was like right beside it, like a lot of that stuff.
Okay.
Like specifically, I remember there's like a Native American like museum there.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And it was like, I think our hotel was like a block away from it exactly, and so like we were like right there essentially.
Right.
Which is cool. So
and the Natural History Museum is kind of the thing that stuck with you the most out of that trip.
I mean, I remember liking other things, but like that's I would say maybe the first thing. I mean, Lincoln Memorial was awesome, and
right, yeah.
Yeah, it was cool.
The big Abe in the chair, I reckon that'd be cool to see.
Yeah. It's pretty iconic. It shows up in a lot of movies and stuff.
It's one of those images of US that you have been sold.
I mean, even Michael knows about it, so I mean, it's obviously pretty iconic. So yeah.
Hey, and if I know about it, shit.
And I didn't mean that like a you, but like if an Australian knows about it. I'm sorry, I wasn't.
No. I was more saying like, shit, if I know about it.
Right, because I guarantee you, ask the average American anything about Australia, all we know is the Opera House with the fires, and that's it. I don't know anything else there.
Yeah, it's kind of sad about you. That's one thing that I weep for Americans. Sounds like you guys don't get very good
but here's the thing:
history and geographic education.
And
we get a bunch of history, Michael.
Yeah,
it's history about us though, and nobody else.
Right.
Yeah, that's where I realise that because I would say that we get a fair amount of Australian history in a history class.
There's
in
nothing
Australia.
wrong with appreciating your own culture.
I learned all about the Roman Empire, the Greeks. I learned all about the USA. I learned about the UK. I learned about France. I mean, like, I learned about Asian countries because they're our neighbors. Like, so our history through school was amazing. Like, but I just don't think you guys do the same amount of. As Spencer said, tongue in cheek, we do a lot of history. It's just about us. But I actually think that that's probably half the problem. That maybe there's a slight element of truth to that comment. You know what I mean? And I've seen YouTubers where they ask Americans on a world globe to point out countries and shit. And it's fucking embarrassing, guys.
That happens all around the globe, though. That happens everywhere.
The F-bombs.
That happens everywhere. That happens everywhere.
Oh, sorry, Kat. Sorry. But yeah.
Did you know?
You see the YouTube? I think it bothers me more when they're like, how many continents there? They're like, 200. How do you not know how many continents we have? You're thinking of countries. We have 7 continents. Like that really bothers me.
Well, I think let's just point this at Michael. If you ask the average person in Pakistan where New Zealand is, not only do they not know, it's not on maps in Pakistan. So, you know what I'm saying? So
but that's because of
every country has the
their
same problem.
culture and their government doesn't allow them to know. It's like China.
China, the world. Yeah, exactly.
Outside of China, the world doesn't exist. You know what I mean?
Like, I think picking on us is it's fair, but it's not. We're not unique.
On you, but it's well, I mean, that's just one thing I've noticed about, and I've met a lot of Americans and known a lot of Americans because I've had them all my life coming to my lacrosse club, and these are all college educated guys, that have come here and like. Some of them, the naivety of them and coming to Australia is amazing.
Like, if they're Americans and know about lacrosse, they're already up behind and no one cares.
No. Yeah. Well, fair enough. Could be worse. They could collect
lacrosse. Yeah. You guys,
So
that's fair.
But they come out and they're like, they actually thought we rode kangaroos. I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
Hey! I will throw you out of the stream. I asked for one word not to be said, and you said it twice.
I even learned that a long time
Shut your
ago.
pie hole.
Here's the funny thing. They have kangaroo races where they actually ride them here or back where I came from in Arizona. So, it's all relative at the end of the day. But no, the reason why I asked that, Spencer, is because I only had ever had a chance to get to Washington, D.C. when I was an adult, and that was with the honor guard in my police department. We went out there where they do the national thing and everything like that. And then me and my wife went there for a shooting match. And so I'd only been there twice. And I was wondering like what from Washington, D.C. you had taken away. And it's nice to get a different perspective because the Natural History Museum, that's an interesting take. And I respect that. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I remember most being excited for the oh my god, what is it called? The space and
the Air and Space Museum.
That's it. Thank you.
You're welcome. I got you, bro. I got you.
And so I remember most being excited for that one. That one was cool, but I just remembered being blown away with some of the stuff in the natural history, just because I'm a big like sciencey person at the end of the day and liking a bunch of that stuff. So like that's why I was looking forward to more than a lot of the historical sites themselves.
Sure.
Like the Lincoln Memorial, like even though I still like thought it was really cool, but
sure, absolutely.
I'm more of a science person than a history person at the end of the day. So
makes sense. Yeah, because for me, it's funny you should mention it because the Air and Space Museum, because I'm such a science and techie space guy, that was fascinating. And then, but the thing that I took away, oddly enough, from there is they have the National Police Officers Memorial there with like all the officers, and that was the thing that affected in like the stuff from World War II, and because I was in the army, that's the stuff that it made an effect on my soul. But I really enjoyed the Air and Space Museum as well. So yeah, that's interesting to get your perspective on that. So, Kat, have you ever been to Washington D.C.?
No, I have not. I haven't been to that many places. I've been to one place in California, San Jose. One of my best friends was getting married. He begged me to come out for the wedding, so I went to San Jose. Only time I've ever been to California.
Okay.
Wait, no. Okay. There's this town, I forget, it starts with an H, next to San Jose, because it was the morning of the wedding, and we're eating breakfast, and we started talking about the ocean. I said, I've never actually seen the ocean. I've never been to the beach stuff. And he said there's a city, and I don't remember it. Like I said, it starts with an H, I think.
Starts with an H.
He's like, it's like an hour away from San Jose. And then he said, listen, he goes, you need to drive down there. He goes, I will not get married.
Half Moon Bay.
Unless you're back. Maybe that's it. Yeah.
Is it Half Moon Bay? Yep.
So he said, I promise you. He goes, go down there, jump in the water, do something. So we flew down there, right? Now, this is March. Okay, this is in the middle of March. It's overcast and cold. And what does this crazy tourist do? I get in the water, right? Because when am I ever going to see the ocean again, right? And all these people are walking like, why is she getting in the water? Like, she knows it's cold, right? And yes, I was freezing. And then, so I get my picture taken. I'm in the water. And as a picture's taking, a wave comes and hits me in the butt and goes like up my back, and so I'm like screaming from the cold, and then the ocean tries to suck me back out
Yeah, they
into
have
the
rip
ocean,
currents
and I'm
there.
like, no, not today. Like I'm like screaming, but then I literally like I'm like booking it back to the car, and we're racing back to the hotel so I can shower and then get ready for the wedding, so I
The
don't miss
wedding.
my best friend getting married.
Do you know I went to high
Uh,
school in San Jose?
do I what?
I went to high school in San Jose. I grew up in San Jose till I was
Oh, okay.
15. Yeah.
My one coworker, that Half Moon Bay thing, that's where he went.
Yeah. I'm actually very
But
familiar with South Bay.
okay.
Technically, I lived in Sunnyvale, but no one knows
Oh,
Sunnyvale.
okay.
It's Sunnyvale, San Jose. I went to a high
Yeah.
school called Fremont High School, which is in
Yeah.
San Jose. Yeah. And then I know Half Moon Bay and San. That's interesting to hear that because,
Okay.
by the way, Northern
Yeah.
California beaches are deep and cold and
Yeah.
rocky, and there's lots of rip currents. You got to go down south to get the nice beaches. So yeah, interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I had to. I did hate that I didn't grab some sand to put in a baggie or something so I could take a jar, home or something
Yeah.
later. But I got to see it and then watch my best friend get married. So, it was fine.
Nice.
And then
Yeah.
the other part, I've been to Nebraska for camping.
Oh my
And then
God.
it just go east.
Uh-huh.
Kansas, Missouri, because we have family out in Missouri. So we'd have to go back for funerals or family reunions and that type thing. And then went to New York and Connecticut. So I was in New York for a week. And then we
New York
kept driving
State or New
to
York City?
both.
Oh, okay.
So
Cool.
I actually was staying in Paterson, New Jersey.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
we would go into the city. And
Mhm.
then for breakfast, some of the mornings we'd drive into Connecticut and go to this little I call it a mom and pop place, but
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
but it was really nice. I bought like a bunch of coffee and good stuff there from like my mom and stuff like that. And then, just kind of went around there. And then my brother lives in Ohio and I helped him move out there.
Wow.
So we didn't
Keeping
really
up.
like stop on the way to move there,
Yeah.
to Ohio and stuff. We just, besides gas and stuff, but
Mhm.
so I mostly just visited New York and stuff like that, which
And,
I have to say I really enjoyed that.
and you're
That
still in
was
Colorado
a lot
right
of
now,
fun.
right?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
of all the places that you've just described, like which one
hmm
of those like kind of sticks with you that you think is like the best is the wrong word for it, but like I'd love to go back there or I've missed that.
New York.
New York. Yeah.
100% New York. Yeah,
Wow. Okay.
absolutely 100%.
Cool.
I loved New York. I was young when we went. I was only like 14, and it
Yeah.
was
That's the
a
age
few
where
months
stuff sticks with
before.
you. Yeah.
Well, it was a few months before 9/11 actually. And so
Oof.
I have pictures. I was, on the Empire State Building, and you
Mhm.
see pictures. Me and my friend are hugging each other, and the Twin Towers are behind us in the pictures and stuff. So
Wow.
it was really it. I lost it when that happened, just because I was like, oh my gosh, I was like literally just there,
Yeah.
you
It
know.
kind of brings it home
But
for you.
but no, I absolutely, the only thing I didn't get to really like go and see was the Statue of Liberty, because the day
Mm.
we went to go there, the boats were rented out for a wedding that was happening there.
Yeah.
So I have pictures from afar seeing the Statue of Liberty. So that was the only thing I didn't get to see. But we went to Little Italy like I wanted. And then my friend's stepdad, oh my gosh, he drove us crazy because he kept going, "You stupid girls don't know anything. You guys," like he's walking around like this giant
Yeah.
map in
Come
his
on,
back
man.
pocket.
Yeah.
And we're like, okay, you don't like, you obviously look like tourists, but you don't want to be that obvious, dude. Like, come on. And he's like looking at, I was like, go in a store and look at the map or something if you're lost. And then he like didn't, because he's like, we're not lost. And I was like, we're in Greenwich Village, because we're like sitting in a McDonald's for like 30 minutes. We're like, we're in Greenwich Village. No, we're not. I know we'll all figure it out. And then 30 minutes later, oh, we're in Greenwich Village. Yeah, we told you that, bro. So we're like, we're just getting a taxi. So, we're going to find wherever that revolving room for dinner is. And so we did, right? We got a taxi to that building with the revolving room. Now, here's the thing
Mhm.
with that revolving room, totally messed me up, because the food is in the middle that doesn't move.
Right.
Your seats are revolving, right? So I
Yeah.
went and I got food. And then when I tried to walk back to where I went, I was like, oh, my
You're not
table's not
sitting
there.
there. Yeah. You're not sitting
So I'm
there.
like
Yeah.
trying to walk. I'm like trying to walk, and I was like, I'm lost. I'm like walking around for 5 minutes like an idiot with my plate going, I don't know where my seat's at.
It's like going to a strip club and getting drunk, but without all the alcohol. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Yes. Yeah.
exactly.
Nice.
Exactly.
So New
Yeah.
York, that's
Yeah.
interesting. Yeah. I'd
But no,
yeah.
I would 1,000 times go back to New York if I could. I
Wow.
absolutely love it. Yeah. That and I really liked excuse me, Patterson, New Jersey. That's really pretty.
Really?
Yes, I
Patterson.
think it's yeah.
Because between like all of the YouTube sphere and everything, and like a couple of guys
What
I've
is
served
that?
with, I've never heard anything good about New Jersey. So that's interesting to hear. Okay.
No, I thought I had a good time because I mean
Oh,
we're
that's
just
awesome. Yeah.
staying there. But the
Okay.
part that I was in, it was really pretty, so I had no problem with that. And then, like I said, I liked parts of Connecticut that I went to.
Mm-hmm.
But I have one of my besties lives in Florida, and she's been trying to get me to actually move down there, and I keep telling her no. I said, why would I go to a place that old people go and actively die at? I'm good. I'm good.
It's
I
not,
don't.
it's not that bad,
Why
Kat.
do you
That being
choose to
said,
move? No, 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 no.
all right.
You chose a state to go where people move there to actively die. That's
It's
no, thank you.
it's an entirely different planet from where you're living now, because once again,
Yes,
because we moved
yes.
around a lot when I was a kid. I've lived in Orlando too. It's, you want to talk about being on like Mars as opposed to Mercury, that's what that is for you. So yeah. But yeah. Hey Spencer. So
What's
based on
up?
just what Kat was talking about, I know you have a little less, years under your belt and stuff like that. But of the places you've been in and the things that the places you've lived, what's like your jam? Where would you like go back to?
Go back to.
Or what? Actually, not even that. What's most interesting to you to go to?
I'll answer both of those.
Okay.
First one to go back to would be Japan.
You've been in Japan?
Oh, I hate you.
Oh, that's badass. Good for you, brother. That's awesome.
That one was actually part of a school group sort of deal. And so it was a 9 days adventure, including travel there and back.
Dude, that's
and
awesome.
So we got to visit like all the big like places. It began in Kyoto, and we took a train past Fuji and got to be in like the hot spring area for a day, and then the last few days were in Tokyo. So I'd love to go back to just to be more like, since that was the great like educational experience and being able to, I was able to see like when you look at all the great historical places to visit in Japan, I've been to majority of those ones that's like you must go to. Yes. So just because I'm into so much of the geeky stuff, that's
you can spend 6 months there. Yeah, with all the history. Yeah.
And so I'd just love to go back to just explore around and do like whatever stuff that just more personally interests me. So the place I want to visit most, I would say, is probably New Zealand, though.
Wow. Okay.
Would you do what I would do in New Zealand? Walk from Hobbiton to Mount Doom?
Okay, you guys are gonna do
cool.
the
All right,
Peter Jackson stuff.
That is see, that's the thing.
All right. Okay. Let's get a group together.
I was about to say, I can't see. That's the number one reason why I do want to be there. Go there though, because I mean, obviously I love Star Wars, but like, there's no quite place like that you could just go explore, right? And so I'm big everywhere. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
And so I love Lord of the Rings so much, and so it'd be so cool to just go there and like be there.
You know what's funny is I absolutely wanted to go to New Zealand, but not because of Lord of the Rings, but because I was such a huge fan of Xena and Hercules, the TV show in the 90s. Because that's where I first saw New Zealand. Because I'm like, oh my gosh, where are they? And I'm like, they're in New Zealand? I was like, I want to go because it was beautiful. No. So that's how I first, and then you just see more of it watching Lord of the Rings. And then if you have the extended version and you're watching all of the like behind the scenes, absolutely gorgeous place to go. And I'm like, yes, I need to walk the trail from Hobbiton to Mount Doom. All right, let's go.
Yeah. Right. The whole place looks stunning. So I don't think you picked poorly, Spencer. I think that's a beautiful choice. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's nice. Interesting.
I would say I would love to go to Japan. There's so many things I want to do in Japan, but specifically, I want to zip line through Shin Godzilla's mouth. There's an attraction in a certain city. You can zip line through his mouth. That would be fun. Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. It's not the same, but it's similar. I spent 13 months in Korea when I was in the Army, and that's kind of shaped who I, you know, when you get for the first time in your life as a 20-year-old exposed to a culture, but not just exposed where you have to actually live with them and interact and be a part of it. That has so shaped who I have been since then. Sure. And so that's an excellent choices, Spencer. Kat, oh my God, so awesome.
Yeah. No, I'd love to. I mean, that from watching K-dramas and then learning about their culture and watching their TV shows and stuff, and it's a very beautiful country. I'd love to go there.
Nice. I actually spent 2 hours in Japan, Spencer, because we flew from Alaska to Japan. I had to get on a different plane to get to Korea, but I was there. I was in the country for briefly. Yeah, so,
Hello, Twisted Art Lady. Welcome.
Oh, there's a name I haven't seen before. Yeah, that's awesome.
I haven't either. Yeah.
Hello there.
Cool. Michael Reed. Oh, is that?
So, Paul, what is tonight's beverage of choice?
This is called. Hold on. It's called Black Velvet. It's a caramel whiskey. It has caramel infused whiskey. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. Yeah. They actually have some other flavors, but this is the Black Velvet caramel whiskey that I'm doing right now. So, but yeah,
that sounds extravagant.
It's actually the hilarious part is, Spencer, it's the cheapest, nastiest whiskey on the planet, and the only time it's even mildly enjoyable is when they put caramel in it. It's a big, huge plastic bottle that's like $20. So,
I see.
Yeah. So I have this thing
how much I know.
you don't want to know anymore. That's where you want to be, by the way. That's a good point. So I have this I'm kind of a whiskey snob, but I'm also cheap. So I get like expensive bottles of whiskey, and I'll drink one glass of that, like Blanton's or Buffalo Trace or whatever. And then after I've had that one glass and it's been exquisite, I'll switch to the cheap ass crap for the rest of the night. So,
there you go.
Yeah. So that I have more of it to last longer. So yeah.
Nice. Where is? I don't see that other piece. There it is. I think I'm doing this right. Yeah.
So I'm totally not trying to judge over here, but it seems like you're taking a really long time on that over there.
Listen, man, these pieces are tiny, and they make your fingers feel like they're gonna bleed.
Holy crap!
They are. Look, okay, here's a piece.
That's ridiculous. No, I would snort that. We used to do that kind of stuff. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We used to do that kind of stuff for.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, they're so small. It takes forever. So, I mean, this I basically got done offline. Like, I had to do this.
Sure, we got to do the important part first, if you know what I'm saying, Spencer. Right?
Well, like, I got some of it done, and then I was like, "There's no way I'm gonna get this. Is gonna take me ages." So I'd work on it through the week and stuff like that.
Right.
And then I still ended up doing it wrong. I was like, this doesn't look like the picture. And I had to like redo this whole section. And then had like gaping hole. Like, it was all a mess. So I had to fix it.
That is the absolute worst thing as a woman when you have a gaping hole and it's all a mess. I totally understand.
Yeah.
So what is build in peaches? What is peaches? That's kind of new.
Oh, so I found a stray kitten and on December 7th. And normally she's out here building with me, and I don't know where she's at. She's hiding somewhere. Sleeping.
That's weird. I didn't know there were stray kittens within 3 miles of you. I just thought they were all yours.
You would think that. Well, here's the thing. So all of our cats, except for maybe like 3, are all neutered or spayed.
Right.
So, nobody should be pregnant. Nobody, unless they're coming from somewhere. And then one day, I was feeding. Now, it's not unusual for certain cats to like cry like crazy because they're hungry in the mornings, right? Obviously.
Sure. Yeah.
And I kept hearing it, and I'm like, what is? So I finally got to the very back of the yard, and I fed, and I kept hearing crying, and I'm like, okay, this is really weird. Like, everybody's been fed. Nobody should be crying, and I kept hearing it. So I'm like, okay, this is crazy. So I look over my neighbor's fence.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't see anything, and all of a sudden I look over, and on the fence itself, it's this tiny, tiny kitten, and she's shaking and just crying. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So I ran in and I asked my mom, I said, what do you want me to do? She said, try and get it. So I was like, okay. So Rafi came out with me. I come out. She had moved down the fence. And when I tried to reach over and grab her, she flew off into the snow and she's like screaming and crying.
Wow.
And she gets over. So I grab some food and I go over into my neighbor's yard and I put some food because I think she went underneath in my neighbor's yard.
Sure.
Under this thing. And so I put food out there and I'm trying to talk to them and call them and stuff. And then they weren't coming back out. I couldn't see them. And then I started hearing stuff again. So I went back in her yard, me and Rafi did. And all of a sudden I go back up where I put the food. Don't see, I turn around and she's way back by the shed. And then I went to grab her and she kind of like leaped at me. And she just started purring and she knew I was like she was so skinny. Yeah. Her spine was like this deep. Like you could, so she was not eating. And
that's not good.
She was barely, I mean, you could tell like she had just basically gotten off of like weaning because she was eating solid food.
Mm-hmm.
But her spine was like, I know if we didn't grab her, she would have been dead in a day because what she kept, when I got her in, because then I checked her first before I brought her in my room stuff. I checked her to make sure she didn't have ringworm.
Right.
So you have to get a black light, and check their eyes and stuff.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And she didn't have, ticks or anything, and she didn't have, any. She was fine. So I got her all cleaned up and stuff. But for an hour straight, she would cuddle and like purr and stuff, and then she would eat for like 10 minutes, and then cuddle and purr, and then eat for 10 minutes. I mean, you could tell she was just starving to death.
Right.
And then we just kind of kept her, and Rocky's like fell in love with her. I fell in love with her. My dad actually felt really bad for her, so he's letting us keep her as well. But she's been like part of it, and she like loves laying on here. She's a super cuddle bug, and every morning she literally will come up to my face like this in bed on my shoulder, and I'm just staring at her, and I'm like, hello, and she'll like shove her nose up my nose or into my ear. But so every time I build, I do it because she's always like on and off the board, but she's like nowhere to be found. She's like, whatever, I'm gonna wake you up at 2 regardless.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, you're getting up soon.
Yeah.
On an unrelated note, I think Twisted Art Lady might be one of your new friends because first of all, she's a whiskey and bourbon lover, but she wants to know if you do your own nails. And damn, girl,
I do my own nails. I do. Yeah. I can't pay $90 anymore for nails. Not that I would pay $90. I never paid $90s, but my nail lady, she's had to raise costs, so I do my own nails now.
So she likes your nails and my bourbon. All she has to say is something about Spencer's luxurious hair, and she's in with all 3 of us at this point. We're good to go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Hey, Never. Good to see you.
All right, Kat, I think that's going to do it for me. I got to take off and head off to bed, but it's good to see you both.
I appreciate you hanging out. Yeah,
Spencer.
Tell Sarah I said hi.
I will. Yeah, Spencer, good to see you. I appreciate the insight on the Washington stuff. Yeah, you guys have a good one.
Bye. I feel like my thumb, and my index fingers are going to start bleeding. I will say, so I like this build, but the only thing is these instructions are kind of confusing, and then I have to like redo it.
Yeah, it seems like it's way too many at once.
Well, yeah, and then it's like they don't say kind of like where it goes. Like they might put this, and then all of a sudden you do that, and then you go on the next page, and you're like, that's not where that said to go. Like it's different. So
yeah, it doesn't seem like good directions.
It's kind of annoying. No. It's one of those, I don't think I have the box anymore. I think you got it off of like Temu or AliExpress, which I have a different cat build, and those directions are just as horrible. Like they're very hard to read. And those ones, they're kind of small, but they slide. So you have to like kind of build next to them.
Seems to be the problem I hear with all those.
Yeah, but I mean, they're fun.
Legos. Yeah.
I like them when they're done. It's just getting to that point.
Yeah. Kilo was showing me that there's like this really cool Grievous helmet that he got. Like, like you know how like Lego does those official.
Yes.
helmets, but it's not an official Lego one, but it's a Grievous one that like looks really cool.
Welcome
And
back,
he was telling
Tony.
me like that one. He was like saying that one sucked to put together, but it looked
Yeah.
really nice though. I even it looked so nice. I went to look for it myself and being like, I might get one sometime.
Yeah, I've seen the kind of one on. I think it's the one you might be talking about. There's one on TikTok all the time that pops up, people doing and stuff. It kind of looks like it's the same thing.
Possibly. I know he said he got it from the TikTok store, and I don't personally want to buy anything through TikTok, but I found it on Amazon for a decent price. Nice. So if I was to get it, I could get it there.
Nice. Awesome, Moza. Hey, that's okay. I hope you have a great afternoon/evening. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Have fun going to the beach.
Nice.
I mean, if you have access to the beach, why not, you know?
Yeah.
If it's that hot.
Unless you're just not a beach person. That's something I've learned.
That's true. That's true.
I'm just not a beach person.
I think, too, when you have access to it all the time, you're kind of like, meh.
Yeah, well, like, even then, it's like, I'm not. It's like, for me, I mean, the first few times I went, it's like, cool, right? But then I realize, especially as I've been to more places, and this may have, I may have not hit this realization until after I've been able to, like, go to Japan, and the year after was, like, Hawaii. And I realized that the kind of vacation or vacation I like being on is the more go out and see stuff than sit somewhere. And so
I gotcha.
I'm also very peculiar about when I'll get in the water, so
yeah. Well, it's kind of like, you know, everybody's obsessed with the mountains, and I'm like, yeah, I mean, they're there. I spent my childhood in the mountains. I'm good. I drove up to Pikes Peak once. I'm good. The only thing I regret is not taking a picture of the Bigfoot crossing signs on the way to Pikes Peak. That's my only regret, because I didn't know how long it was going to take me, and I had to pick up people, so I like didn't stop. But that was my only regret. But you know, it's fine. It's fine. See, I made her a YouTube channel, and it's doing that's awesome. I have a cat channel, but I haven't put. I keep forgetting about it, so I don't like post to it, but I need to. Boy, you fell asleep on the train? Yeah. That's gonna happen. It's hard not to.
See that. I remember when Rum did a bunch of his Lego streams, I joined once last year for a Lego that I got for that previous Christmas. And I finally finished it because I did it as part of one of Kilo's Bigo streams. And so I finished.
Wait, let me make you a big screen. Hold on.
Cool Jurassic Park
that's awesome.
school there.
That's really cool.
So finally finished that up. It's a nice desk edition. So nice little one. Yeah. Really cool, like smaller budget ones, since all the big stuff is stupid priced.
Right. I would love to get the giant T-Rex fossil one, but I don't want to pay the price for it.
What's really cool with that one in particular though is like there's a bunch of like rebuild stuff you could do with that, like fan instructions of a complete stuff that you can do with it. Like one I saw that somebody made complete instructions for that's out there is a Lego Xenomorph using that same Lego T-Rex.
Oh, nice.
And so, and then for Christmas I got this to build the K2SO.
I'm sorry, I didn't know you had more.
You're all good. Got this Lego K2SO to build. So
nice.
Whenever the time is right, I'm gonna crack this open. So
absolutely, yeah.
Just wait for the right time when I'm part of a build stream and actually feel like building right now.
Sweet. That's a great one. That's a good set. They have some good ones. I just, don't want to pay for it.
Yeah, that's how I feel. I mean, it's like I love the big Lord of the Rings ones that they have, but they're just so expensive. Yeah. It's like, oh my god.
Yeah. I mean, there's so many. I'm like, ooh, I like that one. Ooh, I like that one. I was like, oh, yeah, I don't like the cost of it. I'm good. I still want to get the Jaws one.
Yeah,
with the boat and him. I think that would be fun, but yeah, It's fine. I can wait.
Yeah. I've accepted how I'm just a comic nut, and that's where all my main money goes to. So,
Right.
I don't know if that's a healthy thing or not to accept, but here we are.
I mean, you got to go with what you're really into. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
I think my problem is because I'm not just into one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't have like obviously my whole wall is action figures. I'm surrounded by action figures, so obviously that's my thing. But there's so many other things that I'm into. With my puzzle. Like, I have 100 puzzles. I have all this, so it's hard to like. I think I just hyper focus on something for a while, and then I'm like, oh, and then I change it, and I was like, oh, I want to do this. Oh, I want to do that. It's hard to
Yeah.
not shop around. 2 of those. Those tiny ones? Yeah, just 2 sets. Okay. But nothing wrong with that. But no, I've been enjoying your comic book streams. They've been good.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. You're doing good. I need to read my Godzilla. Chris sent me so many Godzilla comics. I need to. I read a few, but there's still like 20 of them I haven't read. But like I said earlier, I'm reading like 7 different books. So
Yeah, I'm that way where I read a
I
bunch
can't.
of
I was
comics
like, I can't
series
read
at
comic
once.
books. I was like, I'm into 7 other books. I can't, because then I'm gonna want to read more of the comic books. And I'm like, no, no, no. I have to wait. It's just too much.
I've been doing a couple like daily reading challenges. So the one that I've been doing consistently since October is one a day of Chris Claremont's X-Men or
nice.
Mutant Saga, because now I'm at like where I either read X-Men or New Mutants, and so and that's been a pleasant surprise, because when I first got to New Mutants, I was like, do I really want to read this though? And then I start reading it, I'm like, oh, this is actually really good. And so I've been enjoying doing one of those, and then the other one, I get all that. I read all those digitally through Marvel's app, because Marvel is absolutely awful if you're to try to buy all that stuff physically. Like, it just sucks. Don't try.
Oh yeah, right.
But DC's been putting out these awesome collections, and so this was one of my Christmas presents was of this Superman. And so they actually put this out as part of their first wave of these, which is called DC Finest. These are character reprints of their like classic stories. So this one is the beginning of Superman, and you can see on the spine here it's years 1938 to 40. And so this collects all the Superman material from the first 25 Action Comics, and then the material from the first 5 Superman issues, as well as the Superman bit from New York World's Fair Comics issue 1. So everything that was Superman that was in those issues, because remember, Action Comics was a collection of a bunch of stuff. This just collects the Superman stuff in it, which is cool. Which is why there's 25 in this little bit, or 30 in this little bit, because it's just all the Superman stuff, which is cool. So I a couple weeks ago started reading one a day of these. Tomorrow's is Action Comics 16. So those are like fun little reads, and I have a couple other of these collections of like classic stories. So once I finish this one, I'm gonna go to one of those. So
that's really cool. I really like that. I'll have to look for that.
Yeah, I think DC is killing it with a bunch of the stuff they're doing. They're coming out with like so many cool ones of these too. It's hard to just not go overboard and buy a bunch of these, to be honest.
For sure.
Because it's a really good mix of giving, like, if you want to read Superman, classic Superman, it's a great way to do that. If you want to read classic Batman, it's a great way to do that. They just came out, or they're about to come out. I want to say it just came out. The edition that includes Batman's first appearance and going from there.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, very cool stuff.
That is awesome. I don't because my dad's mostly the I have some Star Wars comic stuff, but my dad he's got like a huge trunk full of comic books, like under his
Mm.
bed and out in the shed and that kind of stuff. But I don't think he has. I don't remember which ones he has, but I'll have to look. I'll have to look that for him. I think he'd really like that. Get a
Yeah,
kick
they're
out of that
nice
one.
collections. Like
Yeah.
I mean, you can get them cheaper online at places, but the list price for all of
Yeah.
them is $40, which for the amount of material you get is a pretty solid price, I think.
Right.
So, yeah, I find it really cool, and they're making so many, and it's a really good
Yeah.
variety of both their notable characters and like lesser characters.
Right.
Like one that's coming out, I think this month is Are you familiar with who the demon is? Etrigan.
Yeah.
He's a cool magic character. They're doing one of his like first. I think it's from his first appearances or his
Oh,
first
okay.
series, and like going from there or something. I don't remember
Yeah.
exactly what it is, but it's specifically for that character though.
Right.
Or the first two I bought, and actually I haven't read them yet. That's actually this is the second one I'm reading, but like I did one for the first one I've read through was a Peacemaker one.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
For the show, since that was but then the first two I bought, one was like of a more recent Wonder Woman run, but then the other one was collecting a lot of Metamorpho stuff.
Oh, all right.
So it's a cool mix of stuff.
I like that. I like that they're doing a bunch of different varieties and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
There's I don't know if you know the classic illustrated ones, the real old comic books. My dad's been trying to collect those. So I found a certain seller on eBay who I've been buying them through,
Mm-hmm.
which they've been in pretty good condition for all there. But then I stumbled upon their in England, they're actually just redoing them completely. And so it's like a brand new comic book, but it's all original art and that kind of stuff. So I've been getting him those ones, and then I didn't tell because my sister and I, because my dad like has this whole list of, well, I want these again. So we've been trying to find. Well, I never told her that I found I found those online, and then come to find out because she's like, well, I bought him this, this, and this. So I was like, okay, cool, then I'll buy him these ones. And then we ended up buying the same redone comic books. So thankfully they're the different ones, but we actually found because I found them on I think you can buy them from England, but the shipping's not super great.
Right.
But I found them a few on Amazon, and they've been like absolutely amazing. And then I like gave him and he's like giddy, like
Nice.
he like turned into like a young little kid,
cool.
a little kid, like when he was reading them when he was young and stuff like that. But he goes,
Cool.
I'm not afraid to read these ones. But I think, well, okay, what was your, because I don't remember, so I apologize for not remembering this, but what was your very first comic book?
I don't
Or do
remember
you
the very
remember?
first one I ever read, but I remember
Mhm.
the first two I ever picked out at a comic store. I can't confidently say those were the first comics I ever read, but I pretty sure those were the first two I ever owned, at least single issue wise. One was a Green Lantern issue, which
Nice.
from last I checked, I don't even think it's on DC's app because I was trying to find it like within the last month, I think, because I was just curious about it. And the one that I wish I remember it is, and I'm pretty sure I don't have it anymore, or if I do, it's like buried somewhere because I was really mad about it. It was a Star Trek comic, but when my brother was like 1, he like got it and like tore off the cover to it. And so I wish I remember what it is, but it doesn't help when it's a Star Trek cover and they're like all kind of similar. Like nothing against Star Trek, but like, exactly. Yeah. It's like I don't remember exactly what it looks like. Like I remember it has red shirt people on it, but that's half the Star Trek covers. Okay.
I was gonna say that's most of them right there. Yeah, that's funny. Okay.
So
maybe ask Chris 1000 Go. He might know because he's got like so
I
many.
would really
So
have to delve into it because
yeah, but my point is, if you tell him it's got a red cover, he could just show you all of them, and then when
all
you
the
see
ones
it,
see
it
if
might come
any
back.
yeah, I'll have to do a deep dive because maybe if I look
Yeah,
at all the covers, it'll like hit me and being like that was
right.
it. At
Probably.
the very least, it'll make me go rabbit holing. Yeah, if I'm like, it could be if it's
Yeah,
any of these 5 covers, screw it, I'll find all of them.
there you go. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
And I'll be like,
yeah.
one of these was my first Star Trek comic. I don't remember which one it
There you
was,
go.
but
Yeah,
no, I'll have to see if like one like rings my bell all of a sudden. I kind of doubt it, but we'll
yeah.
see. Um,
Well, that's
like
cool.
I'm pretty sure it was one that involved the original cast of characters.
Ah, okay. Well, if
But
it's the red
yeah,
shirts, probably then, because they're probably dying by some monster or something.
I
Shot.
don't know. I'm gonna go on a deep dive on that sometime. I'll figure it out.
There you go. Let me know when you do. I'm curious now which one
As I was saying, yeah,
it
let's
was.
see. And it is very
Sweet.
possible that issue still is somewhere, and it's just like hidden in a corner somewhere, you know, of being like
Yeah.
in a spot of shame because of. I remember when that happened, I was like really pissed. So
Well, yeah. It's always a sibling that ruins your stuff.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I have so many stories of my brother and my cousin ruining my toys because they thought
yeah.
it was funny, and then me screaming bloody murder because they broke it.
So
Michael says
speaking,
his first comic
oh
was a
yeah,
Phantom that he got in a show
ooh,
bag from the state fair. Phantom's
nice.
pretty cool. I like the Phantom. Go ahead.
Oh no,
What are you gonna say?
I was looking today and I was really
Hmm.
surprised by this that
Yeah.
there's no like black series of young Boba Fett, which I was just surprised
Oh, yeah.
about. Because I was looking at like what young Boba Fett stuff you could get because
Right.
they announced today that they announced a bunch of stuff today for the Comic-Con that I go to every year. They
Yeah.
announced pretty much just Star Wars guests today.
Yeah.
And they all had a theme, which you could pick up on it. They first announced a couple people that I don't remember their names, and I can look here in a moment when I'm not busy murdering things in the scam.
Playing.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
You're
I've been
always
playing.
playing.
I've been playing and talking almost this entire. Well, no, I was just sitting there for a bit to.
I think I put the wrong stuff on here.
No, I've been playing just like a grindy game, so it's something that I can, you know,
You're always playing
do
something
that.
while you're on my stream.
Gotta do something, you know.
Yeah,
You're doing so.
not
You're
the
working
only
on something, so I gotta work on
right.
something, you know.
Exactly. Yeah, I get it.
So they
Okay.
first announced John Morton.
Okay.
Are you familiar with who that is?
A little bit. I always forget.
So he's the one who wore the Boba Fett
That's right.
suit in Cloud City.
That's right. I always forget his name.
And then they announced Dickie Beer, who wore the suit for the action scenes in Return of the Jedi, as well as a couple other aliens, like being one of the Gamorrean guards or one of the I don't know the alien race right offhand, but the alien reminds me personally like like if they kind of like pit bull faces almost. I don't know if that helps at all.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Playing
They
like
do
one of
look like
those.
a dog. Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
Yeah, they really do.
They were also in Mando when they're at the village, right? They attacked.
I think so. Yeah.
With Cara Dune and the Clantoon things, whatever. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. I got you. Yeah.
I think I'd have to see it.
Okay, here,
But
I'll
yeah.
show you. I'll pull them up.
So, but anyway, point is that it's another person that wore the Boba Fett armor.
Yeah.
So, the next announcement today was that then D. Bradley Baker will be there.
Ooh, I love him.
Yeah, he'd be cool
He's
to meet.
Awesome.
And then after that,
Okay.
as like I
Real
said, there's a
quick,
bit of a
is this-
theme going. Oh yeah. Let's see here.
Is this who you're talking about? Like this race?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
That's wait. I think so.
Like
Yeah.
this guy down
Yeah.
here?
That one.
Yeah.
I think that's the one
Yeah.
he played. Actually, that's the
The
picture
original
of the
one?
one. Yeah.
Yeah. Because the other ones are from Mando, and then this one is
Platoonian.
the original. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. I'm
Okay.
bad with some of the alien names. So
I never remember. I just remember it's a K. I was like, it's something with a K. I never remember, but yeah. Cool. Okay, that's what I thought.
So,
right.
Let's see here. After they announced D. Bradley Baker today, they then announced Daniel Logan, which is what made me look for a young Boba Fett figure. Because up to that point, I was like, well, I already own, I own a Bad Batch figure. So if I was to meet D. Bradley Baker, I'd get that signed. I own classic Boba Fett figure, which would be cool to get both of the people that wore that armor at one point to sign.
Right.
Especially since Jeremy Bullock isn't with us anymore, and the first ever con I went to, I had the opportunity to meet him, but I didn't have. I think it was around the time when I was like getting into Star Wars, but I was more excited for Yondu, Michael Rooker. But I was like, I'm thinking it would be cool to try to meet them. Just still people that were still a big part of the original Boba Fett.
Absolutely, yeah.
And then the last but not least person that they announced, and continue with the theme, and you can probably guess who it is. Biggest for last is Tamora Morrison. So, and I was like, yes. Yeah. I was like, yeah.
1,000% yes.
I was about to say, it's like, holy crap. I was like,
yeah,
that's a really cool. Yeah. And I have the Book of Boba Fett one, Black Series, so it'd be cool because it's like I get the classic actors to sign that Black Series, which was my first ever Black Series I got. I wonder if I could easily get it off my. I was going to say I could probably show it really quick here.
Okay.
My first ever one was this one right here.
Nice.
And so a really nice first one. So it'd be awesome to get a sign. Yeah, it was really nice. So
fantastic.
The only super shiny one, and I can also see there's a bunch of dust over it because I have not touched this since I first put it up there years ago. So
yeah. No, I only have, let's see, I don't have basically except for I have 3, which is let's see, it's just 3, right? Because those people weren't Star Wars. Because I'm trying to go through. I don't have a whole lot of autograph from people's, but the one.
Oh, did your mic disconnect? I can't hear you all of a sudden. Still no audio. Hopefully, she'll be back.
Okay, can you hear me?
Now you're good.
Okay,
Hello.
all right.
Welcome back.
Thanks. I could hear you the whole time.
Yeah.
No, my one headset died, so I was trying to switch it out, and then it just wasn't, so I had to get off and get back on.
You're all good.
So it's annoying, but
Yeah, I was wondering what happened because you were saying something and then it just cut off. And I was like,
yeah, no, I was trying to switch headsets because one was dying, but no, anyway, so he sent me, which I've got to meet David Prowse, so I'm so happy I did, but I didn't get an autograph from him at the time, but
yeah.
my friend sent me, because he has like a bajillion of them, but he sent me his Darth Vader that's been autographed.
Oh,
So I have
nice.
his,
That's
and
awesome.
then yeah, and it's like in this protective case that's like real thick. It looks like it's bulletproof.
That's
So I
really
have
cool.
that, and then I have my friend um, Brendan. He was super amazing guy, super sweet. He gave me some Star Wars stuff, and he actually gave me the it was like a promotional banner. It was like for episode 1, and it had Sebulba and Jake Lloyd on it, and it was this huge long banner. Well, the actor that played Sebulba, he signed
Yeah.
it, and then Jake Lloyd signed his part. So on it, which is
Nice.
rolled up in my closet. So I have those two. Those are the only Star Wars figure or autographs I have.
Yeah. I went a bit
But
overboard because I went to Rebel ScumCon back in August, and so I went a little bit overboard there. Not gonna lie.
That's okay.
At least more than I was planning. I was only planning on 2, maybe 3, and then I got 4. Which I would like to add that the additional one that I wasn't planning on really was like the most expensive person. So
yeah. I mean, I would love to go to the cons and get some, but I'm like, I don't want to pay $500 for a signature. I'm good.
it's really expensive. That's why I'm like, there's all these people that got announced today, and it's like I'd love to meet them all. And that's the thing, though, is I'm in the mindset of if I want to, I want to get something cool signed. And so it's like I'd love to get all the Black Series signed that I used to collect, you know. I know I don't actively collect them anymore, but it'd still be cool for like whichever one they do have.
For sure.
Or even if it's for a character I really like. And to get it, you know, buy one and do it for them, you know.
I think I would love
so that's
to get
what yeah.
For sure. For sure. I think if I ever met Samuel Jackson, I would make him sign my Mace Windu Black Series that I have, because it also comes with Jango Fett's helmet in it. So I think I'd like him to sign that one. Like I had a real like love-hate relationship when Black Series first came out on their card backs. Like I was really upset when that happened because I had just gotten some of another line from THC.
Yeah.
And I was like, they literally just repackaged it, and I was pissed. Because it wasn't like my Saga line. It was like I was so upset. But as soon as I saw that one, I was like, oh, I have to have that. Like that's hilarious. But he comes with Jango's head.
Nice. Yeah, I was surprised and kind of surprised in general. I mean, I didn't go in a deep dive on it, but just from what Google initially showed of like the lack of young Boba Fett stuff that there is.
Right.
Because I was like, well, I have something already for everybody except for Daniel Logan. So it's like, what, you know?
Right. You need something.
Like, what could I get for him?
Right.
And as far as I can find, not really anything. So, which is important. I mean, other than like a Funko, which I mean, I don't know. I could, I guess.
I don't know that I'd want them to sign a Funko. Like, I don't know.
See, that's the thing is it's like, I don't think I have a sign. No, I don't have a signed Funko. It's just like, I'm not into the Funko stuff as much like I'm not used to. Like, I mean, yeah, I don't really get Funkos. Like, I don't really get Black Series, but like, I still just find the Black Series so much cooler, you know?
Right.
It makes me,
so more detail
kind of my hope would be is it'd be cool if somebody has like fan art or cool print or something I could buy and get him to sign that. Right. Or maybe even getting like an artist commission of something for
Right.
something affordable.
You know,
I actually on my channel,
mhm.
I got to I released a video. I want to say it's 3 weeks ago that I released it, where I talked with Jay Hammond, who is a comic creator, mainly an artist, but he is getting into some writing now, though. Anyway, he is actually from the same town I live in, and somebody I've known from
That's awesome.
a few of the cons around in the area that I've been to. And reason I was bringing him up specifically is that he does like these art cards, but then also will like for comic something big for artists too is that there's like blank comic covers that they can buy and then like draw covers on and then sell.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
And so my thought was like, well, maybe like something like that I could do, and maybe even specifically through him if that'd be something I'd be interested in. So
yeah,
I was thinking about asking him about that stuff.
Yeah, for sure. I like saw
because if I do that through him, that would guarantee me having something versus something being like, well, I have to wait and see if they have anything cool. Somebody has something cool,
right?
Like that. But then at the same time, though, that's a lot of money, and also just
for sure, just in that alone, yeah. No, that's
constant journalism. Like, see, that's the thing is, in previous to today, I already had on my mind that I would like to go meet Michael Bean, who's slated to be there. You're familiar with?
Yeah.
Are you familiar with the name? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So I was like, that'd be cool because I love Terminator and I love aliens, and so. And the idea of what I had him to sign is I need to buy it straight, but well, okay. I need to buy a single issue of it. Let me rephrase that because this was something I read for Christmas that I got, which is Aliens: The Original Years, that collects the original 3 Aliens miniseries that came out after the original after the Aliens movie. And so it is like these comics actually serve as a big continuation of his like Hicks and Newt specifically. Ripley doesn't come in until the very end of the second one and is more of the main character of the third one. But I love the art, and so like you see this cover here, and that's actually the main cover to the first issue of the second series.
That's awesome.
Getting the first original Aliens, I don't like the cover nearly as much either, but I can show it here as well. I don't like it nearly as much. I'm trying to find it. But it's also, here it is. Yeah, I don't like this cover nearly as much, but this is the first ever Aliens cover done.
Yeah,
and this is a lot of money. It's a lot of money too because it was the first ever Aliens comic.
Right.
This one, you can actually get at a pretty affordable price. So I'm looking at ordering a single issue of one of these. So it'd be nicer for him to like sign that than this entire thing. And I love the art in these issues too. Like the art in the issues themselves actually look a lot like that cover art as well, which is cool. And like not an art style I usually see. Like this middle series was my highlight as well. It was a really good like middle chapter is my favorite. Like it was kind of like the I would equate this trilogy to like how I feel about the quality of the new Planet of the Apes movies, where Rise was really good, Dawn was the best, and then War was okay. Could have been a stronger ending. Was kind of how I felt about this overall. But like amazing middle chapter, like it's just amazing art in these. So
that's really cool. I like that. That front cover, I do like that.
Yeah,
better than the other one for sure. Yeah. No, that's really awesome. Yeah, no, you want to try to bring them something cool, but I don't know that I just have them sign up Funko Pop. I don't know. I feel like
exactly. That's
most
why
people
it's like,
that bring them, it's like because most of when people see them and stuff, they like sign them.
Yeah.
They like get irritated because they know the person's just going to sell the Funko Pop online.
Yeah.
So I don't want him to be like, I promise you, I'm not gonna sell it. I'm gonna keep. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
I saw.
Well, I always like it when they do the remarks and stuff on it,
Yeah.
and all the autographs are always for me,
Yeah. I always forget his actual name, like how you say it, whatever it is. But the guy that played, oh gosh, no, I can't remember. What's his name in Mando, the villain? Oh my gosh.
Giancarlo Esposito.
Yeah, him. Okay, so this guy made 3D made printed his helmet, and he had him sign it, and then he gave him his own. So he made two helmets for him. So one for him to keep and one for him to get signed. So I was like, how
Mhm.
cool is that? Like he actually like gave him like I was like another reason to get a printer. So when I meet
Mhm.
Hayden, I don't come empty-handed.
There you go. Michael asked a good
Oh,
question.
yes.
I have not. There's a really nice app that you can pay for as like a cheap yearly subscription where you can scan the QR codes that almost every comic has.
Oh, uh-huh.
And I've had several people ask me this, and I just haven't done it. So I've thought about maybe. I've even considered that maybe I could try to do some sort of stream doing that.
Right.
I would just have to get some sort of thing to, like, blanket to put on my floor or cover or something, because it's like an old wooden floor. I don't want necessarily the stream to be looking at that the entire time,
Right, right.
Well, I mean, obviously, the comic box would be the focus, but I've thought about doing
I know
something
what you're
like
trying
that,
to say, yeah.
and so that might be something I end up doing, where I try to go through like a box at a time or part of a box at a time, and I don't know. It's a
That'd
thought
be
that I've
fun, yeah.
had. Maybe see how much I could get through an hour or something.
Right. Plus, I mean, it's kind
So
of you kind of do your own inventory when you're doing that, to see what you're missing,
yeah.
what you didn't have, because you're like, oh, I thought I had that or whatever.
Yeah, I found that I'm missing like one random Spawn issue when I was actively buying them, and so it's like I don't know how in the world I, didn't get this one Spawn issue.
Right.
So and some of those are really annoying to buy.
Yeah.
Actually, a lot of them kind of are. Not gonna lie. So
Right.
having to get that one.
Going through, because Chris sent me a bunch of stuff before he moved and stuff like that, because he was trying to like offload before he moved.
Yeah.
But with the Godzilla comic books he gave me, there's so many that he sent me that are like extras, but they're different covers. And now I'm
Oh
like, oh,
yeah.
is there more? Like, because I like this cover. I was like, oh, I like this. Oh, I like this cover. And then I'm like trying to sort them because I'm like, okay, I want to see what I have, what I don't. Because I was like, this line looks really good. And then I have like three of the same thing, but they're all different covers. And I was like, oh crap, I'm going to go down that rabbit hole, aren't I? Where I need all the variant covers.
Yeah, I've
But they're nice. I love the
really
artwork
do
in
that.
them.
Yeah,
It's
a lot of
just
great ones for sure.
that's yeah. No, it's art. That's what I do really love about the comic books is the artwork in them.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
many different style types, and I mean, just we have some amazing artists among us for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I really
Yeah,
enjoy them.
definitely.
But
It was
it's fun.
nasty
All right.
for public disclosure.
All
Exactly.
right.
No, you're all good. I am curious because like I don't bag and board all of them just because
Yeah.
two reasons actually. One
Okay.
that's kind of expensive to bag and board every single comic that I ever
100%.
buy.
Yeah.
Because bags and boards can cost a bit of money.
100%. Yep.
And the other one is they add a bit to your like box as well. Like without bagging and boarding, I can fit in more comics into a box. So I try to, unless they come bag and board, I only add a bag and board to certain issues.
Understandable. Yeah.
But a lot of them right now, I kind of just more keep on hand. So if it turns out that I will get something signed, I'll make sure I go ahead and get that one bagged and boarded.
Yeah, especially because you want to make sure that's taken care of because you spent all that time and money meeting them. You want to make sure it stays in good condition. But all right, I think I'm gonna call the stream because my fingers are going
You're all
to
good.
start bleeding soon. Yeah, but so I have Garfield. He's sort of paws are hanging out, but
Well,
it's
oh,
fine.
okay.
So it's just
Good,
the face.
good start. Yeah,
It's
those seem
just
really
it's
annoying. I remember when I tried to do, or I had some. I don't remember if I did them all or not,
So,
but the
like that.
they were called nano blocks. I don't know if they're still a thing or
Yes.
not.
No, they are. Yep.
Okay.
They're still nano blocks. Yep.
Yeah, I remember having to do those, and even my tiny little Lego builder hands when I did them a lot, kind of did not like it.
No,
I mean, I guess
it's
they still kind of are, but you know.
No, like I swear these are kind of like a little bit, but I think these are still too big compared to the nano ones. But it's just because they're not like normal pieces, so they're super sharp. And then these ones are incredibly hard to like. If I have to pull them apart, they're worse than normal Legos, and so they just kind of. And then sometimes they don't go together really well, so you have to like really. So it's just my thumb is just. I've had enough. My thumb. I feel like it's gonna
No,
start
I get
bleeding,
you. I
so.
remember it. I think there's a reason why I think I probably have one or two that was left unbuilt because I was like, these suck.
Yeah, yeah. I like the kit. Like I said, once it's finished, I'll be super happy.
Sure.
But until that happens, like it's a little annoying to get through just because of it hurts.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I don't like about
I
it.
get
See?
you.
It's cute.
I
I'll
do
be really
not.
happy
I
when
do
it's
not
done, and
blame
it'll go
you.
with my other Garfield stuff. So I'll be happy when it's done. But my goodness, it's just
Yeah.
I can only take so much of it. So, but I appreciate you joining me, and Paul and
It
Michael.
was
It's been
good
great of you
seeing you
guys.
on.
I know I've missed streaming on Friday nights and stuff. So for tomorrow, I have to get a hold of Chip. Chip last week told me he's doing the last I don't think it's Comic-Con, but it's one of the shows that he said they're not going to have any more of them. He's working the convention. He said that if I was to stream, he'd love to hop on and show me like the Godzilla tables and stuff and some other stuff. So I need to coordinate if he's still going or not, which would be about. He said it starts at 11 his time, which is 10 o'clock my time. But I have to kind of coordinate because there's some stuff going on tomorrow. But I think at the very least I'd be able to do it for a little bit, maybe not super long, like I've been doing on the weekends. But so I'm gonna try to figure out something. So definitely keep a lookout for a stream, and then I'll try to send out messages too to let you guys know if it's happening or not. So you guys can
Alrighty.
see.
I'll say schedule
that.
for tomorrow's a little dicey as well, but we'll see.
Cool. Appreciate it. All right. Thank you again for everybody in the chat. It was great seeing everybody and hanging out. Appreciate all of you, and I'll see you hopefully tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.